My name is Sean Jones, and I absolutely love J. Ross TV.
What's up, hey y'all? This your boy J. Ross, 10 million strong in St. Louis at Jazz at the Bistro, hanging out with trumpeter extraordinaire, trumpet virtuoso, trumpet everything, Mr. Sean Jones. Y'all in town tonight with this quintet, and I mean they are putting it down. We got a chance to talk to Sean right now, y'all, so we're going to try to find out a little bit about him, y'all, so y'all can go check him out and get with him. But all right, Sean, what's going on, Doc?
What's happening, man? What it do?
Hey, I got to tell y'all, too, today is Sean's birthday, y'all, so we want to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday to myself, and happy birthday to everybody that's a Gemini. Geminis represent.
Man, he cut that cake like a Navy SEAL, y'all. Hey, Sean, but you've been playing trumpet how long now?
Man, I started when I was 10 years old. It's been, so it's 23 years.
23 years.
Yeah, 23 years.
Well, so was it somebody you saw, or just the sound of the trumpet brought you into that field?
Know, actually, it wasn't even the sound of it. It was the fact that nobody in my fifth grade class chose that instrument. So I wanted to be different. I always wanted to be different. I was like one of the little nerds. I like challenges and all those different types of things. So when all the girls were trying to deal with the flute and the clarinet, and all the guys wanted to beat on the drums and play saxophone, I decided I was going to choose the trumpet because that was different and it was difficult. So I fell in love with the challenge of it.
Oh yeah, so starting out, did you find the trumpet to be a difficult instrument to master at that time?
I'll tell you what, it took me 3 weeks to even make a sound.
Straight up?
I'm dead serious. But when I found that sound, it was something I said, okay, I got that. So it just made me want to discover more and learn more about it. I like the challenge of it.
Yeah.
So I started practicing. An hour turned into 2 hours. 2 hours turned into 3. At one point in time, I was practicing upwards to 8 hours a day because I love the challenge.
So let that be an encouragement to the young folks who go out for band, pick up instrument, they get frustrated and put it down. And here it is, we have Mr. Sean Jones, trumpet king, couldn't get a sound in 3 weeks.
That's right.
So hey, say young folks, just persevere in your instrument, you know, and be of good cheer about it.
Yeah.
You know, so growing up, did you do the marching band and jazz band?
Did all that, man.
But so, all right, now did you play like in a funk band or anything like that growing up? When your teenage years?
Actually, what I did was, it was like I was living a dual life in Gemini. So I was doing the marching band thing, studying classical trumpet from a pedagogical standpoint.
From the who?
Pedagogical. That's the how to, or like the ins and outs of doing something.
Yeah, we from public high school, man. we don't know no better.
So I'm studying like the trumpet, you know, how to do it and all that from a European classical standpoint.
Okay.
But you know, on Sunday,
you make it do what it do.
Church. All day long, So I was like learning how to play by ear in the church. I was learning how to read the music and all of that, know how to play, make a good sound and all that stuff. So those two worlds just fused into one sound, which became what I do.
Now a lot of young folks now, they say reading music is not important. Now, can you give us an example or something? How important is it?
Well, it's very important. The more you're able to do musically, the more options you have as you develop your career.
The more doors open.
Yeah, the more doors open. So to me, that's an excuse. If you got 2 eyes and you can use them, why not know how to read music?
Yeah.
You know, I always talk about one of my days in my career. I got up in the morning, I played a classical quintet gig early in the morning at a church. Then I went and I did a rehearsal with Jazz at Lincoln Center Orchestra.
Man.
For those two things, you got to know how to read music on. And then after that, 6 o'clock, I went and did a session for Alicia Keys. You know, so you got to diversify. Any businessman knows that. You know, you diversify so you have multiple sources of income coming in. So you're not just pegged into one thing.
Right.
And it also makes for an exciting life.
So now, what age do you figure in your development that professionalism starts sitting in, where you knew you were on-call musician, you had to be here, had to do that, had to do this?
Wow. Well, I started playing professionally in the 7th grade.
Straight up.
Yeah, we were on the road all the time, and I didn't realize how significant it was at that time. But we were on the road every weekend, going to different churches and playing.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you know, you're not making a lot of money, you're a kid, but that kind of experience and that seriousness, rehearsing and preparing for the thing, prepared me for what I do now.
Yeah.
So I would have to say, like around 13 years old, I decided I was going to be a professional musician when I was 16.
Straight.
I wrote a letter to my mother telling her I would be doing 3 things. I said I would have my own recording contract when I was 26. I would be a professor at the age of 26, and I would at least be Wynton's friend.
Man.
I was blessed enough to achieve all three of those things.
So now your mom, big encouragement in your life?
Yeah, oh man, she's a strong black woman. Nothing like it.
Trey?
Yeah, she's very spiritual, believing in God, but she'll put a foot up your behind if she needed to. So she really showed us by leading, by example. You know what I mean? It wasn't a whole lot of words, but she showed us through deeds. So
now what about, like, say your friends when you were like 16, 17, guys out playing softball and football, basketball, you at home practicing?
But it was cool. I mean, at the beginning, they picked on me a little bit, like, oh man, you ain't hanging with us. You in there playing that trumpet, man. Nerds play trumpet. But when they saw how serious I was, they just said, okay, this cat is trying to do his thing.
Yeah.
So at some point, they began to recognize the seriousness that I put into it, and they just left me alone. It was cool. Sometimes I would, go out and play. I was just like any other kid.
Yeah.
But I knew exactly what I wanted to be doing. Something inside of me said, this is what you're supposed to be doing. And instead of running from that and being afraid because of what society says or what people tell you think you're supposed to do, I just ran to that because it was something inside me. And I remember around that same time, it was, one of the scriptures in church that said your gift will make room for you.
Right.
And I just took that and ran with it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So now what about like the young guys? Now you've been out, you know the game. Explain to them the importance of saving your money.
Oh man, it's crucial. I mean, we live in America. You can't forget where you at. Saving you can blow all your money and all that. I'm not one of those type of people that think you need to like just penny pinch and do all of that, because I don't think that's good either.
Right.
You should live your life and enjoy the fruits of your labor, but at the same time, you got to think about tomorrow. So you live today with tomorrow in mind. Set up a 401k, have investments, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
It's not that difficult to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not difficult at all. So you just like if you got a source of income or you got a job, set aside a couple $100 a month if you can, or $100. It's nothing to do that. Have it directly taken out.
Yeah.
Live today with the future in mind.
Once again, y'all, we in St. Louis, Jazz at the Bistro with trumpet virtuoso Mr. Sean Jones. Getting ready to bounce up out of here, y'all. We want to tell us about his new CD before he roll, and how you can get in contact with him on his Facebook, Twitter, and all that noise.
Yeah, www.SeanJonesMusic.com. Check us out. I'm also on Facebook, facebook.com/SeanJonesJazz or /Sean Jones Music. Both of those, you can check me out. And my name on Twitter is SJonesJazz. Check us out. The latest release is called No Need for Words, and it's about love. But it's not about that foo-foo kind of love. It's about dealing with all different types of love.
Okay.
Godly love, motherly love, love for man to a woman, angry love, all of that. We visit that, so check it out.
All right, y'all, once again, Sean Jones in St. Louis, J. Ross TV, 10 million strong, y'all. We gonna bounce. We out. Peace.
Later, y'all.